Hi kids, how are you? My name is Bilal and today we are going to learn Scratch platform. So this is the Scratch platform where we can develop the Hungry Bird game. So now let's quickly explore and understand the different parts of this platform. So in this window you can see this is the Scratch platform, and then there is a four parts of this window actually. First part is called block plate. So blocks for coding your projects. The second part, here you can see the coding area or scripting area where you can drag in blocks and snap them together to code your sprites. The third part here is the stage area where your creation come to life. And sprite list, click the thumbnail of a sprite to select it. So I can choose a sprite list from here, from this icon, and I can choose one image, one character from any of the lists. So I will search parrot. So I will click the parrot and you can see the parrot will show on your stage area. So you can easily relate the Scratch if there is a stage in the school and you can see you have a stage in your school. So Scratch is the same thing where characters, performers are called a sprite. A scripting area is nothing but the script written while performing any drama on a stage play like your school. Second, you can see here the sprite. Sprite is nothing but a character or image of an animation or a game. So as you can see here, the sprite is nothing but a parrot. So parrot is a sprite. Stage. This is where you happen to see all the action based on the instructions. So stage is the area whatever your instructions are given to the sprite, it will show on your stage. We can make the bird fly in all directions. This will help you to observe if you are developing the game in the right direction or if any of the instructions given are not correct. And the third one is the blocks. There are the instructions given to the sprite or the parrot, you can see, because you choose the parrot here. As you can see, these instructions are in English like move 10 steps, go to random positions, different, etc. So however, the blocks consist of the computer language to translate the English into the required instruction to develop the game. So block is simply, you can say, the sequence of instructions. It is instructions given to the sprite, given to your image you are selected. And the last one is the scripting area. This is the area where you need to provide all the instruction to develop the game. You will gain more idea of this as you start working on this project, so don't worry about that. So now we have the bird parrot over here on the stage area. Firstly, we will work on the design of the game so that our bird has a nice area to fly in. Then we will put the correct blocks of instructions in the scripting area, in the coding area to make the bird fly. So let's start by choosing a nice backdrop for our bird. What is the backdrop? Backdrop means your background. So for this you can click on these icons below and the stage in the right hand corner of the screen. Here you can click on the search button and choose any background, any backdrop that you like. This look great. Now that we have added a background, the next step is to make the bird fly. For this we need to provide the correct instruction to the bird. So before we go ahead, let's try to think of the action the bird makes when it flies. So tell me, what happens to its wings when it flies? Do the wings stay in one position? No, they don't stay in one position. Correct. We know that the bird flaps its wings. This means the bird moves its wings up and down, that you can say the bird is flying. If we look at the stage area, we can see the bird is still. Now we need to give the instruction so that it flaps its wings up and down. Now, in which direction is the parrot facing? Yes, it is facing to the right. So tell me, which direction will our bird fly in? Absolutely correct. Our parrot will move in the right direction. Correct. Because birds always fly in the direction they are facing. Check out the motion blocks and then drag and drop the move 10 steps to the scripting area. So now click the block placed in the scripting area and observe the motion of the bird. Here you can see the bird is moving forward in the right direction because we choose the block move 10 steps. So the number 10 in the block determines the distance moved by the parrot. Let's see what happened when we increase the number to 30. We can see the parrot move faster for every click on the block. That's great. You are able to move the parrot, but how about flapping the wings? Here, in order to make the birds flap its wings, we need to have an image of the same bird with wings flapping downwards. So let's check how we can do the same in Scratch. So now what we will do, we can open the costume tab, and then when we will open the costume tab, you can see here there are two costumes, there are two images for our bird there. Now try clicking on a parrot A and then on parrot B and tell me what is your observation. Yes, so this is the logic which we need to understand, that we change the costume again and again after every few steps. It will make the bird flap its wings because there are two parrot A and parrot B images are flapping again and again. We already discussed how we can make our bird move from one position to another position. Now we need to change the costume as well as with every move. So how you can do this? So to do so, you can find the relevant blocks under the looks tab. Check out the blocks next costume and think of a logic to flap the wings and move the forward. So now you can see it's a first move some steps here and then next costume means next image will apply and again and again. So click on the blocks and observe both the movement of the bird and the costume change together. So this is the actual way of Scratch. So you can make the lots of gaming, a different of variety of characters are there, images are there, and you can make more games